And today we're reacting to Andre Williams' Loves to Hate Black People by Jew Ali. And let me tell you right now, this one truly got me heated. Because it's so wild to me that a grown ass man got on this internet and dedicated his whole career to tearing down his own people. Completely wild. It's almost like the CIA is giving this man a bonus check every time he says something negative about us. Andre Williams built a legacy of disrespecting black people, disrespecting black people efforts, disrespecting black women, and most importantly, uplifting the colonizers in their efforts, in their legacies. It's almost like he's allergic to black pride or something. I don't understand what's wrong with him. And he does it for the same crowd that loves watching us argue instead of uniting. So shout out to Jew Almighty for exposing this madness. I'm just here to break it down even further. Let's go.
Make sure you subscribe to Saint Nova, where we drop the hottest topics and give the realest opinions you'll ever hear. No filters, no scripts, just truth. Every single time.
I didn't know better. I would think this weirdo was AI.
Black Wall Street. I'm so tired of hearing talk about this past shanty town in the 20s. These act like this was the black version of the NASDAQ. The world has benefited from colonization. It's been a good thing for less developed peoples. Aboriginals would be sitting in skyscrapers right now if the white people never came to their land.
Because seriously, no human being can be this cooned out. This goofball's entire platform is dedicated to shitting on black people, especially black girls and women, which I find detestable.
Maybe we shouldn't let black women vote. You don't want to hear the truth that you're the biggest failures in America, black woman. Failures at parenting, failures at raising households properly, failures at being leaders, everything. Love their hair ads. You spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on these fake hair ads.
Hold on, bro, man, hold on.
Coon alert.
Oh my God, this man said, fuck Black Wall Street. Excuse me for the profanity, but man, that was our peak. I'm not gonna lie, that's when we peaked. We had everything. We had hospitals, we had banks, we had apartment complexes, we had real estate, we had everything that competed with the Caucasoid race. We had everything, and they came, they bummed it down. And not to mention, that's the time when they destroyed our identity, our indigenous identity as well. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. I don't believe I'm a Pan-African. I don't believe I'm an African. I don't believe none of that stuff whatsoever. I believe our people been here in America since the beginning, since the dawn of time. That's a whole different topic. But other than that, how you gonna bash Black Wall Street? You said F Black Wall Street. Children lost their lives. A lot of our records was destroyed during that time. Our identity was lost during that time. It was a full out war on black people, and you out here saying F that. You saying F black people. You basically said F yourself. Like I never seen a black person go this low. I never seen a black person go this low. I'm so serious, man. Bro, just keep it going.
It's because your father didn't love you and your mother didn't love you.
The fact that there are real black people out there like this that have so much hatred for their own people just blows my mind. Andre Williams seems to hate everything about black and blackness. This dude will make Uncle Ruckus so proud. And the wild part is, like all of these sellout black conservatives, he has nothing negative to say about white people or conservatives at all. Not a single critique. Black people are always the problem for him. And honestly, he's just another Marvin from Fresh and Fit.
You're dumb. You're saying some stupid right now. I'm literally in the middle of a gym calling your dumb ass a nigga as I'm working out because you are. You're
oh my God. And then and look, and this, I know the FBA love to coin this term, but tethers, we got a lot of tethers around us, a lot of mixed people around us that's attaching themselves to black, but at the same time they become racist. They are racist. White people use mixed people as a puppet to be racist towards us. They give them the pass. I don't know why black people give mixed people the pass, because the moment you mix with an immigrant, I don't care if you mix with an African, I don't care if you mix with a Pacific Islander, you got no business calling us the N-word. I don't care if you feel like you're part of it. You're not part of it. You can't say F black people and be part black. You can't do that. I say we need to take the past away from them. We need to take the past away from them immediately. And this brother, he talked down on black women wearing wigs and all that stuff. Why you care what the hell they wear? Me personally, I only care about what my woman wear. Women out there, that's them. That's their life. They do what they want to do. I mean, we could talk about morality another time in life. But as far as right now, if a woman want to put a wig on her head, she can. Don't sit there and bash her for it. You not paying for it, so why you care? Why do you care? Especially if the woman don't belong to you. Right? White women wear wigs. White women wear weave. There was a day and age where white women used to wear afros. Matter of fact, there's a picture right here on the screen. White women used to wear afros. I don't see you bashing white women wearing afros in that time period. Oh, because they no longer do it? Andre, bro, I would love to debate this guy. I would love to debate this motherfucker. Because I would school this motherfucker on everything. I can't stand people like this, brother. I can't stand it. Let's go.
People like this doing anything they can for the validation of white people at the expense of black people always just make me sick. But we can all feel a little bit better because karma is real and he already got a reminder of that.
Where this landed. At an No King's Day protest here in Detroit, I was arrested and assaulted by multiple people.
Anyway, you respond to the fact.
Hold on, wait.
Protest here in Detroit, I was arrested and assaulted by multiple people.
Well, you know that sound. Look at that big forehead. Those look like immigrants to me. Oh, immigrants got their hands on you. You was assaulted. You was beaten. You was arrested by immigrants. Where's the pushback against them? I don't see not one black person. That's not a black person right there. Because I did see this video before. That's a Hispanic. I don't know what the hell he is, but the one that ran the orange, my guy. Not one black person got their hand on you. These are the people you defend so much. I think you about to get your coon wake up call.
Coon alert.
I think you about to get your coon wake up call.
Anyway, you respond to the fact that you get manhandled by all them white tea people, right? And now you saying that those white tea people, as they was putting their paws on you, that they were Antifa. Come on, bro.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Maybe we shouldn't let black women vote. Black women are the leaders of the black community. Black women will actively advocate for policies that are to our detriment as a community. They support mass immigration, abortion, to be soft on crime. Most of the children are raised in your care, and most of them can't even read properly or speak English properly. Now, obviously, no one's going to take away black women's right to vote. We're far beyond that, unfortunately.
All of these black conservatives do this. They just say stuff that's not backed up by any facts or statistics. First off, black women are highly educated, with them earning about 71% of master's degrees in the black community. On top of that, 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris, who even people that voted for Trump have to acknowledge that she was a much better candidate. And this economy and society as a whole would be a much better place if that black woman was president. And this isn't speculation. It's not like she didn't try to warn everyone.
Project 2020.
Now, this is why I'm gonna have to say right here, Kamala Harris is not a black woman. She is Hinduan, for one, and Candace Owens, I believe she did a terrific job on her genealogy. The woman's grandma's not even black, she's white. She get her skin color for being Hinduan, not a black woman. Her grandfather's not even black. So he was Jamaican, but we found that those Jamaicans were immigrants from another place. So, Jew, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Yeah, but other than that, me personally, I feel like we need a real black person from our community to stand up. We don't need an immigrant. We don't need nobody to represent us. I understand that a lot of our people voted for Kamala Harris because she's a woman, obviously, and y'all thought she was black, but I either gotta look at her track record. She wasn't for black people either. So we're gonna keep it real on that, brother. But for the message of what you're saying, Jew Almighty, I'm for the message. I respect that, real talk. But other than that, we can't We can't mix the game up. We can't mix the game up.
The former president said that's not true. He says everything. Come on, are we really taking his word for it? Tariffs on all imports that he has described would be a 20% sales tax, in essence, on basic necessities for the average American worker. Ask Donald Trump what his plan is for black America. Democracy. You know what he says he'll do? Terminate the Constitution of the United States. That's right. Let me remind folks, you know what's in the Constitution of the United States? The 4th Amendment, which protects you against unreasonable searches and seizures. The 5th Amendment, the 6th Amendment, the 14th.
But yo, you got to look down, brother, because none of that did happen. The Constitution did not. It was not terminated. She's clearly lying on here. And yeah, we know that the president doesn't have any control on products. We know corporations do. Now, a bill can be passed to cut the prices down on products. That could happen. I say cut the prices down. Set an executive order, to emergency executive order to cut the food price down. I don't care about shoes and all this other stuff. Basic things that you need to survive in this world, like food, I believe that should be cut down by at least 80%. It needs to be affordable even for the poor, even for the homeless. It needs to be affordable. Man, I remember back in the day, a bag of chips was literally 75 cents. And we talking like 2000 and what? 2007, 2008. Chips was cheap. Cakes were cheap. Ground beef was like $3, $4. Now people don't even want to buy the big old tube of ground beef no more. We want to stick to the what they call it, the Pig 5. The Pig 5. The meat damn near about to expire. So the president don't got nothing to do with food prices, but he can have an executive order on these corporations to make food cheaper. That can happen, right? But I ain't gonna lie, a lot of stuff that Kamala Harris was saying was cap, and I'm not about to be a coon.
Coon alert.
I'm not about to be a coon for her just because y'all perceive her as black. But I understand the woman power. I understand it, but we got to be patient when it comes down for somebody to come out and speak for us and represent us. We just can't fall because of somebody's skin color. We can't fall for this. And when we know she got a clear history of locking up niggas.
Coon alert.
We know she got a clear history of doing that. But as far as saying black women shouldn't vote, you're crazy, Andre. You're crazy. Yes, the black woman do rule. Yes, she does rule the family for going on the past 20 years, because we know what happened, the crack epidemic, welfare, food stamps, and all this stuff. We know that the government had an attack on the nuclear black family. We know that happened. We know that happened. So they had to remove the black men out of the house and make them go to jail. We know it was a revolutionary attack on us. We know what happened. So yes, the woman was at a time ruling the house. Now we got a huge influx of black fathers remaining in the family and taking care of their children, and we see that that decline of us going to prison. It's starting to decline just a little bit, not by a large margin, but it's going down. Us being there with our children, being present in our children's lives, that's taking place now. So we starting to see a shift in the head of the household now. We starting to see a shift. And yes, we know our women don't like that too much, but us men, we got to take charge. We got to take charge because the government destroyed our families and we try to put it back together.
Fifth Amendment, which in most of those amendments, one thing or another was about a movement spurred by black people to ensure that we would be equally protected under the law. There is a huge contrast in this election. Donald Trump has said he will be a dictator on day one.
So clearly America would have been better off if we listened to and voted with black women to not allow Trump in.
But she's not black Jew. She's not black Jew. Well, let's keep it pushing.
Office.
love their hair hats. You spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on these fake hair hats. It's because your father didn't love you and your mother didn't love you. If you loved yourself, you would wear your natural hair. Wear your natural hair and love yourself, black woman.
So another thing that these cooned out black conservatives do is try to position themselves as if they're trying to help the black community or they want the best for black people and it's just tough love when that's not the case. This is anti-blackness and straight hate. And coming from a dude with the receding hairline and puffed out mini fro, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not the biggest fan of red weaves down to females' ankles, but if that's what they want to wear and it looks good on them, then go for it. And for the black women, that's natural. Your hair is beautiful. I love it. Fully support. At the end of the day, who are we trying to please? It's all about looking good and feeling good for ourselves, whatever that is for you. But letting a coon like this use white talking points against us, I'm not rocking with.
This proud black sister
I agree with everything what Jules just said right there. I agree with everything he just said.
Doesn't care what these white...
Hold on, wait. I also gotta say this too. He's talking about all black women. He tried to say, hey, be natural, love yourself. Wasn't our women natural doing Black Wall Street? But you said F them. He's a liar. It don't matter if you're natural. It don't matter if you're the most intelligent black woman. It doesn't matter if you're a black woman that act like they're white. He don't like black people in general.
Coon alert.
He don't like black people in general, and that's just how it is. And the brother is right about his haircut. I don't see how you're going to be inside of a store talking about women wearing wigs, and you having... Hold on, wait a minute. Let's go back. Do he even got a haircut while he's in there? Look at it. How you going to be in there and talk about women wearing wigs, and you don't even got a fucking haircut? Your beard is not even connected. Ain't you like, what, 30-something? You look 30-something. If you younger than 30, brother, I'm sorry, bro. Shit, pack it up. Just pack it up.
It is for you. But letting the coon...
And what made him want to go, him, a grown-ass man, want to go into the beauty store and start recording the wigs? I'm pretty sure all the women was looking at him like, what the hell is this brother doing? Oh, he must be down low. He must be yada, yada. Oh, he's doing up a batch of women. I wish some woman went up there and slapped the mess out of him.
Like this, use white... talking points against us, I'm not rocking with.
This proud black sister doesn't care what these white have to say about food stamps.
I really don't give a fuck about what none of y'all gotta say. I love food stamps. Y'all talking about this.
Don't she got natural hair? She got natural hair, don't she? She got natural hair, don't she?
Coon alert.
A coat.
Damn embarrassing. Do you? Yeah, y'all is. Just saying, I love food stamps. Who want to spend cash on food? The hell I look like? I don't see the shame in my game, baby. Swiping past.
Looking like a backyardican and shit. Is that Kool-Aid in the background? You just find every way to embarrass yourselves, huh? Yes, we should shame black people for being on government assistance. We have generations of black kids and black families on government assistance, and they think this shit's cool. Some of the top searches on Google is we getting EBTs this month? Being dependent on the government for assistance is not a accomplishment. You shouldn't be cheering and be proud to say it out loud. Do better, Nick.
He says all that about black people on SNAP or food stamps, but he doesn't address the elephant in the room, that the largest beneficiaries of SNAP or food stamps is white people at 35%. But he would never say anything against white people because that breaks their narrative. Black people have to look like the bad guys. And this is a bad mentality to have. I'm not saying black people like this don't exist, but people like this exist in all races and cultures, not just black.
Black woman can't be this dumb.
What's really crazy to me is how much people honestly hate the truth.
And even when black people have a point and are spitting nothing but facts, he goes out of his way to try to disprove something or make black people look dumb, even when he's wrong.
We live with these stereotypes and people taking the liberty to rewrite our historical narratives. But then when someone actually tells the truth about white people, now it's a problem. I mean, is it not true that everywhere white people have gone, the Aboriginal or native people of that land have suffered significantly?
No, stupid. The world...
Is this nigga dumb? Is this nigga dumb? What? The Trail of Tears. Who was the predominant person walking the Trail of Tears? What was the predominant race walking the Trail of Tears? It was black people. They had to cross the Mississippi. This was when Oklahoma wasn't even Indian territory yet. It was when Arkansas was territory. Why do you think Arkansas was predominantly black? They had to leave their Indian territories, the Indian lands where they reside, because they was looking for gold and commodities and things like that. And we had an influx of immigrants coming here, and they were just selling land. It was land grabs. So black people were losing their houses. They were losing their land. They had to come here to Arkansas. 2 years later, oh, we found gold and silver in oil and commodities here in Arkansas. So boom, y'all gotta go to Oklahoma now. Who was the predominant person going to Oklahoma? It was black people. Black people walking the Trail of Tears, something that's supposed to be the Indian thing. Guess who was the Indian, my nigga? Guess who was the Indian? You can see it. It all goes back to Black Wall Street. And then on top of that, they destroyed the 1890 census, which had all of the facts that showed that black people was the indigenous people of this land. They destroyed it all. They destroyed the churches. They did all that to hide this matter. Then boom, here come the Racial Integrity Act of 1921 by Walter Plecker. Come on, man. And he gonna call her a stupid B and say, no, you're dumb. He's dumb, bro. I'm tired of these coon boys.
Coon alert.
I'm tired of them.
What has benefited from colonization? It's been a good thing for less developed peoples. The Native Americans, the Aboriginals would be sitting in skyscrapers right now if the white people never came to their land. They'll probably be no different than the people on Sentinel Island chucking spears and shit at each other. If we were living in Africa today, all the black Americans, we would not be benefiting from shit. We would be suffering, if anything. And it's always funny to hear a black woman talk about who doesn't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth that you're the biggest failures in America, black woman.
Hold on, let me show y'all something. This right here is from one of those old colonizer books right here that you praise so much. This is the Indians that was here in America. This is how they was described. But you see this massive chair one of the Indians was sitting in, and they bowing down to their god. Yes, this is a sculpture or whatever. But look, this is what they built. They had the infrastructure. They had all this stuff back in those days. When the colonizers came to America, they seen greatness. They didn't see no arrows and sticks and stones and TPs. They seen infrastructures way before they came. It's crazy that you want to deny black people's excellency way before colonizer came. We've been excellent way before they came. And mind you, how many times they got to tell you, even Trump, your master told you, black people built America. We had the blueprint before they came. You talking about skyscrapers and shit. Skyscrapers don't mean a damn thing. It's just levels. Skyscrapers, okay, cool. We had pyramids. Same damn thing. Had different levels inside of it. Bro, you need to get real with yourself. There's another image of, you see the Indians. This is what the colonizers drew themselves, right? When they first came over here, right? This is what they seen. They already seen the houses. They already seen the deities our people was serving. You see the people that will sacrifice underneath the deity. All of that. So when you want to talk about excellency, we already had it. We had the turbans. We had the robes. We had the tile floors. We had all of this way before the colonizers came. They are not the authors of this. Even when you look at this, that's masonry. Masonry was here way before they even came along. Look at that. Way before they even came along. So please stop this nonsense that you're speaking, Mr. Andre Williams, motherfucking coon.
Coon alert.
You need to do better, brother. Here's in New Mexico. So you really think the colonizers came over here and built these old ass pillars? You think they came over here and built all of this work in the 1500s? You think this is what they built? You think these people right here, there go the Indian back there, but you think these people right here built all this, right? They built all this and constructed all that, right? Soon as they came here in 1492, give it like 10, 20 years, all this was built, right? That's what you telling me in New Mexico? That's what you telling me? This is what the colonizers built? You out your damn mind. This been here in America way before the colonizers came. When they came here, they saw greatness. They were jealous. That's why they want to control it. And that's why they destroyed it later on. They knew they didn't build this. But let's go ahead and get back to the video.
Failures at parenting, failures at raising households properly, failures at being leaders, everything. 70% of you black women can't even cook properly. Let's keep it real. Do better, nigga.
Art is such a weird anti-black, white supremacist thing to say. It's just so weird to even see that coming out of a black person's mouth. Not to the point, even though he tried to discredit her and make her sound stupid and redirect the narrative and argue about something different, she is absolutely correct that anywhere that colonialism has happened, the natives have suffered. Colonialism, exploitation, and genocide have always gone hand in hand. While all colonialism involved exploitation and human rights abuses, the most extreme examples of brutality and loss of life are widely considered King Leopold II's personal rule of the Congo Free State and the early Spanish colonization of the Americas, which involved staggering population collapses due to violence and disease. King Leopold II of Belgium's private ownership of the Congo from 1885 to 1908 is frequently cited as one of the worst instances of colonial brutality.
Hey, you don't see too many people giving reactions, breaking down information like this. Now, this is top tier. You don't see too many of them doing this. This is goated. This is goated. Hey, this is goated, brother. That's some goat tight, level tight stuff right there, brother. You doing a wonderful job. Jew Almighty, big shout out to you. You doing a terrific job, bro.
His regime operated the territory as a massive slave labor camp focused on extracting rubber and ivory to enrich himself. Atrocities, forced labor, widespread torture, murder, and severing the hands and feet as punishment for failing to meet production quotas were systematically practiced. This right here is what that goofball is defending. This is what happened in the Congo. This is what he's defending as colonialism is a good thing and where will we be without it? Ridiculous. Historians estimate that the brutal regime of King Leopold II and the Congo Free State led to the deaths of an estimated 10 million people and potentially more, while other sources suggest an even higher figure of up to 21.5 million or 25 million. And just for comparison's sake, 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. That's how many people he killed. That's
the biggest massacre that I know in history. That's the biggest that I know that is documented, but we know the American Indians were genocide even more than that, and they ain't gonna reveal those numbers because we talking about the Americas that they conquered and destroyed and pillaged. But you know, this is the biggest I know that's dated in history. I don't know how many Genghis Khan have destroyed, but as far as black massacres, yes, King Leopold, he did his big one. He did his big one. Horrible. Horrible. If this is what Andre defends. I think Andre is really speaking out of ignorance just because he doesn't like black people at this point. Because if he actually retained this information, he wouldn't speak like this.
That's what colonialism does.
But if he did know this information, oh, he's just an evil person, bro.
Spanish colonization of the Americas. The early period of Spanish colonization following Christopher Columbus's arrival resulted in a catastrophic decline of the indigenous population. Spanish conquistadors engaged in massacres, murder, rape, and the enslavement of native populations. While violence was a factor, the primary cause of the population collapse, estimated at 50 to 90% in some regions, was the introduction of old world diseases like smallpox and measles, to which the native peoples had no immunity. So even when they don't mean to kill the natives, they do. But he's just trying to take any of the positives and act like there are no negatives to it, when she was 100% correct. And he's just talking out of his ass, making up fake statistics, because that's what they all do when it comes to black people. Just say random stuff and people believe it.
A lot of black women are jealous of their daughters. A lot of you treat your daughters like you'll treat your sons as if they're kings. A lot of these ugly, back-built, have these pretty daughters who are gorgeous, who have a beautiful personality, and I would say are better women than their mothers. And guess what the mothers do? They treat their daughters like they don't care what the daughter does. They're willing to kick the daughter out the house.
I wonder what his mama look like.
As quick as they can. The boys get treated like babies. That's why we have a lot of mama's boys out here in the black community. You get coddled by your mother, your grandma, and your aunties, and it shows because you act like you're wrapped in materialism and you're overly emotional. The reason for why a lot of these black women are so broken and so dysfunctional is because they're coming from dysfunctional and self-destructive black women that have raised these little girls. The reason for why a lot of these black women aren't women is because they've been raised by little girls that are so destroyed and so damaged that they failed to teach their daughters how to be women because they lack the understanding of what a woman should be.
This man saw pressures and decided to go make a video. Again, what is he talking about? What situations, facts, or stats is he referring to? And you saw no matter what, he was going to find a way to demonize black mothers, right? If you love your son too much, you're raising a If you're hard on your daughter, you're jealous of her and hate her. He's just a weirdo. Not all girls, but girls are daddy's girls. Not all boys, but boys are mama's boys. And I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. Men are naturally going to be harder on their sons than they are their daughters because you have certain expectations for a son. You set certain goals. You make certain parameters when you're a man and you're raising a boy. Whereas men are just naturally softer with girls. I know that's the case for me. And when it comes to women, it's usually the same. Women are softer when it comes to their boys. That's their baby boys. And when it comes to girls, they know what it takes to raise a woman in this world, so they may be a little bit harder on them. Not always, but yes, and definitely not out of jealousy, bitterness, or anger, but because a woman wants to raise a young lady correctly.
Yeah.
Black.
Hold on, but I gotta put my input. You know I got to, bro. You killing it. But I really feel like he's throwing his whole trauma on everybody else. Maybe he wasn't raised properly. Maybe he's just deflecting his own life on the community. Maybe his mama is big. Maybe his mama is sloppy. Maybe his mama couldn't cook. Maybe his mama didn't raise him properly, and he just figured maybe everybody else is like this. Me personally, look, my mom took care of me. She raised me the way how she raised me. And I came up to be a wonderful man. I'm a wonderful man in my state. I'm a wonderful man in my city. And I got a great job. And I got a family of 4 kids and a wife. And that's just me, brother. That's just me. But what do you have, Andre? Was your father in your life? If your father in your life, then he did a terrible job because look at your haircut. So I know for a fact you didn't like haircuts growing up, or your father just didn't have the money to get your haircut and you just didn't care for it. You just didn't care. So really, I really feel like you're trying to trauma bond with other black men that are coons out here.
Coon alert.
That doesn't like black women and despise their own mother. And they want a white woman. They want a snow bunny. Yeah. I think you're one of those people. So, hey, if you had daddy issues and if you had mama issues, just come out and say that, Andre. It's okay to talk about those type of things, Andre. But to trauma bash everybody, to make it seem like your problems is their problems, it ain't gonna work, brother. It's not gonna work. Because you by yourself on that one, brother. But let's keep it pushing.
Wall Street. I'm so tired of hearing talk about this past shanty town in the 20s. These act like this was the black version of the NASDAQ. We were stockbrokers and man. Little do these uneducated know that Black Wall Street has been rebuilt. And it's quite beautiful, to be honest with you. We're always bringing this up to try to prove a point about white people's violence on black people. Something, mind you, that does not happen today at the rate that it did in the past. But because hate white people.
Bruh, they bombed Black Wall Street. They bombed Black Wall Street. What part of that you don't understand? Do I gotta say it again? They bombed Black Wall Street. I really don't have to say nothing else about that.
He couldn't even just say it doesn't happen today. It doesn't happen today at the rate that it did in the past.
I always want to bring up something to use against white people. They bring it up all the time. Let's talk about the fact that black people burn down their own cities, destroy their own communities, and fail to manage and maintain the communities they live in.
He is a pro of whataboutism. He will never address the point of why was there white.
When did black people burn down their own cities? I never heard of a black town being burnt down by a black man and a black woman or a group of black people collectively. What city do a black person or a town or an urban area does a black person own that they burnt down because they're ignorant wastes of space? Tell me that. I want to see that. You can't say we did it because the white people did it. They flooded our cities. They burnt them down themselves. They came to our cities with a mob with their torches and all the other stuff. Said, get the hell out my town. Get out my city. This is our place now. We ain't never did that to no people ever. We never did that. But you want to sit up here and throw white drama on us and try to deflect it and make it seem like we did it too. No, brother, we didn't do it. You can stop that bullshit where it stands, you fucking coon.
Coon alert.
Violence against black people in the first place. How many black people got killed? How many black towns were destroyed? And how many black people got killed at the hands of a white mob? He's not saying anything about that, but he wants to switch the conversation to demonize black people again.
Talking about when black people burn down their own areas for a fucking fentanyl addict like George Floyd, burn down cities, Ferguson, remember, with Michael Brown, and the same thing with Trayvon Martin. Let's talk about when we do these things to our own selves. We always want to
We didn't, that's not our stuff. That's not our stuff. What? All right, what about this? What did white people do after Charlie Kirk was assassinated?
Coon alert.
What did they do? What do white people do once their favorite football team loses?
Coon alert.
What do white people do once their favorite football team wins a game?
Coon alert.
At least when we do something, it's off of hurt. They do something off of pride and joy, and they say those ain't thugs. Those are kids just enjoying their time.
Coon alert.
Get out of here, brother.
Talking about the white man did in the past. What are you doing today that's destroying us, our identity, who we are, our representation, our image? You do far worse and far more harm today than any white person ever could in the past.
Just a simple fact that he tried to say Black Wall Street, which was the richest district in 1921, was a shanty town, is insulting and crazy. By early 1921, Tulsa was a modern city with a population of more than 100,000. Most of the city's 10,000 African-American residents lived in the Greenwood district.
You have all sorts of businesses in Greenwood. You have everything from funeral parlors to theaters, hotel. There's a public library, a black library. There are chili houses, cafes, restaurants. There's just everything there.
There were a dozen surgeons and doctors. There were several lawyers. There was a black-owned photography studio.
That economy became successful because black folks did business with one another and kept dollars largely in the black community.
Segregation actually enables black businesses to thrive, black professionals to thrive.
And you had a number of individuals in the community that were prospering.
This was in 1921. That is beautiful.
Because of the success of Greenwood, Booker T. Washington coined the phrase Greenwood as the Black Wall Street.
Imagine not being proud of this history or achievement, which just makes you know how bad Andre Williams is. Like, he is cooned out.
Summer of 1919, a rise of racial terror all over the country.
Pay attention to the date. He said 1919, the rise of race terror. What happened in 1921? Y'all look it up. Look up the Racial Integrity Act. Look at what happened.
New York, Philadelphia, Memphis.
Look at all them damn thugs. Look at all them damn thugs. Burning and destroying, pillaging. Look at all that. And they want to talk about us with George Floyd. Look, this is 1,000 times even worse than any black man has done. And nobody didn't go to jail for it. Nobody wasn't unalived for it. Nobody wasn't punished for it. And you want to sit your black ass up here and say black people did far more worse than white people? You ain't lost your damn mind, man. You ain't lost your damn mind, man.
Chicago. 21, those same tensions in the United States were present in Tulsa. It revolved around jealousy and resentment.
Yeah.
It threatened the system of white supremacy.
They were just looking for a reason, and they found it. Anytime black people achieved, advanced, built something of their own, white people destroyed it.
There's never been a time in American history where white people have left black people to or left black people alone. There's a picture of all the black massacres that have occurred in America, and these massacres...
Just look at that. Look at all that. Look at that. Elaine, man, that's my grandmother's from Elaine, Arkansas. She had to move from there, and then she moved to Snow, Arkansas, then to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, then to Little Rock, Arkansas. But they all originally was in Mississippi. Oh man, look at that. Man, Louisiana got it looked like Louisiana got the most massacres. Us, man. And I can imagine what happened on the West Coast.
Have occurred in black towns where the black population was attacked and killed by white people unprovoked. Every time we created a town or safe space, it was burned down or all but destroyed by white people. Lake Lanier was once a thriving black town called Oscarville, resulting in the forced displacement of almost 2,000 black community members, and then it was later dammed and flooded to create Lake Lanier. And Lake Lanier isn't the only time they did this. They also did this in Cowaliga, Alabama. And Seneca Village in Manhattan is the current day Central Park, was once a thriving black neighborhood that had its own post office, own towns, own banks, own schools, and even
this shit make me want to cry, nigga. Cause we could have been so far. We could have been so far, but every time we was about to peak, these white people came and destroyed it all. Off jealousy and hatred. They knew you gave us what we needed, or if you didn't give us what we needed, if you just left us alone, kept us separated, we would have been greater and we would have surpassed you within 50 years. Over 200 years. But Andre don't see that because he's a coon.
Coon alert.
Accepted Irish and Italian immigrants, but then when it became too prosperous, they said eminent domain and they created Central Park. One of the most famous ones is the Tulsa Massacre, which was Black Wall Street, even as recent as 1985, the year I was born, where police officers in Philadelphia dropped bombs on black neighborhoods in Philadelphia. And
oh my God, I didn't know that.
Have never fully recovered today.
And good old Andre Williams thought it would be a good idea to take his show on the road. So when the No Kings protest happened last month, he decided to go out there and antagonize people. And then he got online after getting hands, feet, and handcuffs put on him and acted like he was a victim.
Get where this landed. At a No Kings Day protest here in Detroit, I was arrested and assaulted by multiple people. I went there to counter-protest and, of course, preach an anti-immigration message. Also stand as a veteran against these anti-American protesters who hate America and hate everything America stands for. I went there alone by myself, and I was met with tons of Antifa members wearing shirts and hats, proudly saying that they were Antifa to me, calling me
No, they're not Antifa. Those were regular Caucasians and immigrants that just didn't like your black ass.
Coon alert.
Calling me a house, calling me a coon. And mind you, this is from white liberals, by the way. Of course, there's comments on all these videos lying and saying that I was attacking and beating on people. If that was true, I wouldn't be getting out on a Sunday. The organizers of the event were encouraging people from the crowd to go and attack me and push me. People were trying to hit me with their bikes, push me on the ground, trip me, all the type of things they could do to stop me from speaking and humiliate me. I didn't go into the formation and disrupt anything. I didn't sit back and try to stop or pull down the flags or anything. When I tried to go around and stand on the benches as they were protesting, I was forcibly removed and thrown to the ground by the cadre that was there. Spent a lot of time calling me a house or coon each chance that they would get. Now, there's videos of me being attacked and me not throwing any punches, being pushed by these people. I was arrested for disorderly conduct. Instead of the cops getting those who attacked me, they decided to remove me from the area. I was arrested, placed in jail, and released Sunday afternoon. Left is violent, and they did everything they could to try to dehumanize me, calling me a saying that I'm a race traitor. Of course, there's black people cheering that I got arrested. What kind of fucking Looney Tunes are we on right now? It seems that black people only support the police when it's against people that they disagree with.
He got his ass whooped by white people. He got dog walked by white people. And then he got locked up. And he says nothing about these white people other than them possibly being Antifa or anti-American. But then he goes in on black people. Black people had nothing to do with this, but he finds a way to insert us, blame us, and demonize us for something we had nothing to do with. It's so funny how white supremacy works. He's terrified to say anything negative about white people, but got all the smoke in the world for black people.
Andre Williams, you just got out of jail. You didn't take no shower. You in the same clothes you went to go protest on. And come on, like, bro, you at least take a shower first. But anyway, you respond to the fact that you get manhandled by all them white T people, right? And now you saying that those white T people, as they was putting their paws on you that they were Antifa. Come on, bro. So they didn't tell nobody else that they was Antifa, but while you were getting the paws put on you, they was like, we're Antifa, this and what. Come on, bro. Like, stop lying, bro. You will do anything for the white T man, bro. You said that they were calling you a house. You are.
Black MAGA and people like Andre are grifters, and they will do anything and everything for white approval. Their only strategy is to demonize, talk about, and on the black community nonstop, which gives them attention from other races that also don't like black people but can't say exactly what they want to say about us. So people like Andre and the Hodge twins are just mascots for racists and white supremacists. At the end of the day, he's just an embarrassment, and it is surprising that that is the first time he got hands and feet put on him. But I know it won't be the last. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time.
Great video, Jew. You wrapped it up perfectly. Andre, man, I hope you change. I hope you got your coon wake-up call, and I hope you get a haircut. Because, man, that everything you said, you deserved every bit of it. Everything that's coming to you, man, God knows you deserve every bit of it. I swear to God, you deserve it. And I hope before your life ends, you do the same thing Martin Luther King do. I integrated my house with a burning house. I hope you admitted that you were wrong, and I hope you turn the leaf. Catch me in the next video, y'all. See y'all next time.